They keep trying to make ICE the problem, defund ICE. ICE are terrorists, they say. But when the smoke cleared, the real threat wasn't ICE. It was the people Democrats protected. The same radicals who demonize law enforcement are now getting hauled off like fugitives. Let me show you how ICE went from ambush to unstoppable now. This right here is an Antifa gunman, Benjamin Song, arrested after an ICE ambush. Officer was shot in the neck. We reported on this earlier today. His bail is set at $15 million, the highest for Antifa suspect. I'm just saying, you don't set a $15 million bail on a misunderstanding. That wasn't a protest. That was an ambush, like I told y'all. And yet, for years, Democrats and the media told us Antifa was just an idea. But we're saying it's a network. It's violent and it's organized. And they open fired on ICE. And while ICE officers were literally bleeding, guess who the left still defended?
If you're an ICE agent, you're a domestic terrorist and an absolute piece of shit. And I wish everything horrible and awful for you every day, every fucking day. I hope that when you come home from terrorizing people, destroying families, traumatizing other human beings, that the place is empty. Your wife took the kids and the dog. She emptied out the fridge and the bank account and had time to get a U-Haul and take every fucking thing out of your residence. It's like the Grinch was there on the night before Christmas and there's not a fucking crumb. I hope between the way you cover your face because you're a fucking pussy and the weight of all the tactical gear that you're wearing because you're acting like you're going off to war, that your vision and your balance is kind of off and you trip on whatever, a pothole, a rock, and when you fall on your fat, disgusting fucking face, one of your weapons turns on you. I don't care which one. A knife stabs you, a gun shoots you, your pepper spray sprays you in the mouth, up the nose, and in your eyeballs. Maybe your eyes bleed and you're sick for days, you can't fucking breathe, and you think you're gonna die. I'd love that for you. I hope if you are going home to a dog, your dog has figured out that you are indeed a piece of shit. He wasn't sure at first, but now he can smell the trauma all over you, and he's like, what the fuck is Bill doing all day? Dogs know. Dogs know if you're a piece of shit or not. Dogs love me. You know why? I'm not a piece of shit. I'm not a domestic terrorist. I don't spend my days traumatizing people and destroying families. I don't do that. You do that. And I hope your dog figures it out. And you think you're walking in after work one day and Scruffy's going to be like, I'm so happy to see you. But that's not what's happening. Scruffy is sitting there waiting to bite your dick off. And I hope when Scruffy does bite your dick off, you left your cell phone in your car and you can't call for help and you just bleed out all over the floor from where your penis used to be. I hope your TV gets stuck on Telemundo. You can't find the remote. You never find the remote. And all your devices get stuck in Spanish.
Man, look. All of your devices. I ain't finna play this whole clip. This is a Philadelphia nurse who rants for about 5 minutes straight, calling ICE agents domestic terrorists and obviously wishing death on them and defending criminals in hospitals. I mean, you've seen this. You just watched it. The same healthcare workers who told us, trust the science, are openly wishing death on law enforcement. That's what? Let that sink in, man. We got nurses talking like terrorists and calling the people stopping terrorists the enemy. And it didn't stop with ICE. They even brought the hatred straight to Trump's front door.
Hi, I'm an ICU nurse, and this might just be wishful thinking, but bilateral ankle edema like that just feels a lot more like CHF.
Wow.
Congestive heart failure. But, make America healthy again, or whatever the hell RF Tooth Rod is saying these days. Sure, Trump is in the best care. Any minute now. Hi, I'm an...
Oh, wow. Imagine being so broken inside. You see a man swollen ankle and hopes he has heart failure. But these are the professionals Democrats hold up as heroes. This ain't political... No, this ain't medicine. I'm sorry. This is political warfare and scrubs. So while they busy praying for ICE and Trump to... Antifa was out. They're doing recon.
Back up, please. Back up. We have an agreement. I'm standing at least a block away. Please back up. It's unofficial. You can do whatever you want. Hi.
So, what you're seeing happening right now is Antifa militants forcing their own members to unmask outside an ICE facility, paranoid about undercover cops and journalists. The This is what control looks like. They scream about fascism, but acts like a cartel. They don't want truth. They want silence. And if ICE gets too close, they panic. Because they know what the hiding isn't activism. It's domestic terrorism. And where was this happening? Right in the heart of Democrat territory.
Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning in Portland. Now, I have a report that I'm going to be putting out about the ICE facility here, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what it's like on the ground here. So behind me, as you guys can see, this is like such a cute little residential area. These are really nice apartments. You have restaurants a little bit farther down. Behind me, you have this cute little trolley, and you have a bunch of families walking up on this beautiful Sunday morning to come and enjoy these various amenities. And then you just turn over here, and you have the ICE facility that is completely destroyed and vandalized, and the entire street leading up to this area, there's actually families walking by me right now, it's just covered in obscenities, you know, F the police, F Trump, kill cops. It's just kind of crazy to see such a nice area, and then you walk over, and then this is the ICE facility, and then you have all of these notices all around that are like, yeah, tear gas has been deployed, so, you know, your throat might be a little bit itchy, which it actually is. You can still kind of smell the munitions in the air here, and you have children walking by. So, I don't know, the way people live in Portland is just so crazy to me, and like you said, this is just such a nice little area filled with apartments, families walking by, cute little trolley, and then you turn around, and the entire building is graffitied, destroyed, and this whole area has just been made so ugly in the name of Antifa justice.
Oh, y'all want to see what Democrat compassion really looks like? Families on one side, violence, destruction, and hatred on the other. And guess who catches the blame when things go sideways? Not the rioters. Not the radicals. ICE does. And just when you think the gaslighting couldn't get any worse, Q, Karen Bass.
Seizure of power from a governor, deploying the National Guard when the National Guard were not even needed.
Tom Homan has said physical description cannot be the sole factor for reasonable suspicion, but things like location, occupation, physical appearance add up, particularly if a person runs away or if there's a tattoo or something. You don't seem to believe that.
Location, sitting at a bus stop, walking down the street, selling fruit. No, I do dispute that. Absolutely. And, you know, again, the National Guard should have never been deployed in the first place. We did not ask for them. This is the federal seizure of power from a governor, deploying the National Guard when the National Guard were not even needed.
Tom Homan.
So she's saying ICE raids are unconstitutional, even when they're talking to people working their car washes and fruit stands, basically. You see, this is the script they always run. Make the criminal look like the victim and make law enforcement look like the criminal. But the truth, ICE isn't targeting fruit. Come on now, that's ridiculous. They're targeting fraud, fugitives, felons. You could think of so many other Fs. Because when ICE actually does its job, you get stories like this.
What's your name?
James Walkeen admits he and partner Lashar Smith overstayed their visas more than a decade ago when they came here from the Bahamas looking for a better life. But Tuesday, they never imagined she would be arrested at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, they say by ICE agents.
She went through TSA. They was giving her a hard time with her ID, and they were saying that it wasn't scanning.
The Broward Sheriff's Office was called, he says. She was then taken into custody.
Immigration stepped in, and they determined that she has no criminal record, but because they determined that she's on overstay, they took her in.
An inmate of Baker County Jail. For account approval, press 1 to accept.
While we were there, Lashar called from jail.
I miss you too, Princess. Oh, yeah, come home.
She says she was moved to a detention facility in Baker County, 5 hours away. But under law, if someone overstays their visa, they are here illegally and subject to deportation. The new administration has made that clear. Joaquin tells us they've tried to get their papers. It didn't happen soon enough.
Oh, they really thought Biden's America was going to protect them forever. But under Trump, overstaying your visa has consequences. It's not racist. It's called law and order. If you don't like it, don't overstay. Simple. But even after getting a decade of mercy, the entitlement still does not stop.
Information. Él está preguntando que si estás seguro que quiere que tú...
Before I let this play, I at least got to tell y'all what's going on. A woman caught with a dog on the beach refuses to leave and says, I'm not illegal. And they claim ICE arrest her anyway.
Comparte la información conmigo.
Sí. Okay. Yeah. So she's under arrest for a dog on the beach. I said she has to be deported, so she has to come with me.
Dice que está arrestada por tener el perro en la playa.
I also know about the court date already that she has with them. They said I still have to take her. So she's not going to have a bond. And then she'll see a judge tomorrow morning at 8:30, where the judge can decide to give her a bond and release her before, so she can go to her court date with ICE, or they'll bring ICE to the jail here in our county.
Dice que está arrestada, que mañana tiene que ver al juez mañana a las 8:30. Que... What was that again?
Yeah, I said a lot, I'm sorry.
I know.
She's under arrest of the dog.
Está arrestada por el perro.
Okay. She has to go to jail because I contacted ICE. She has a court date. I know what she's talking about already. She told me about that. She has a court date. However, they still said they're going to be placing a detainer on her at the jail for a said court date. So I have to take her. I don't have a choice. This isn't like a discretion thing.
Today,
I have zero choice.
So que te tiene que arrestar hoy y que mañana pues ya llamaron a la oficina de ICE para que hagan el proceso.
Pero es que decirle que nosotros tenemos. I'd much rather go put drug dealers in jail, but I have no choice. I did not release her. I had it all typed up to release her. They called and said absolutely.
Que ellos llamaron pero que dijeron que no hay vuelta atrás. Que...
Sir, please. No. I have no choice. And the kids are why I don't want to, but I don't have
to. He said that she's sad because of the kids, and he said if you can take him, but not her.
No.
¿Tengo que ir yo sola o él se puede ir?
Ask her.
If she has to do by herself, if she can go by herself, or she needs to be with him, or how it is.
She comes with me.
Tú sola vas con él.
No, dígale que me lleva a mí también. Yo no voy con él.
He said that he's going as well.
Dice, la va a llevar que me lleva a mí. No. Dice, ella tiene que llevar a mí. She's coming, he's staying with the kids.
Él dice que ella se va y tú te quedas con los niños.
Sí. No sé. So we're not going to do the back and forth. You got to put your hands behind your back.
¿Me puedo cambiar?
Sí, señorita.
Espera, ¿me puedo? No, yo no voy a poner resistencia. Dile que yo no voy a poner resistencia, que si me puedo cambiar.
No.
No voy a poner resistencia, yo me voy.
She's not going to resist to the arrest, but she wants to change.
So I'd much rather do this peacefully, but...
No voy a poner problema.
Put your hands behind your back.
¿No me puedo cambiar? No le salve menos ahí el short que está ahí encima. Llama a mi mamá, dile.
Can you hand her the phone? Sí.
No, me encanta. No, dile que no, que yo me subo tranquila, que no, muchachos. Dios mío.
Like this. Señorita, like this. Like this, like you're praying. Can you tell her to put her hands together like she's praying, so it's not as painful?
Que si puedes ponerlo un poquito más junto para que no te duela.
Sí.
You can do any location or anything where she will be, or...
Yeah, I'll write it down and give it to her.
Sí, él te lo va a escribir.
And then can you tell him she's going to have to see the judge?
Tomorrow.
8:30 in the morning.
Tomorrow. Que mañana a las 8:30 tienes que ver al juez. Mañana a las 8:30. With all your documents, maybe, right? All your documents.
Yeah, they'll all be up to
Oh, that's all.
Insista, llame hasta que ya conteste. Puede que conteste, no es que necesito mañana a la hora.
I have to have her get to the back of the car. I have to get her in the back of the truck.
Sí, tienes que irte ahora adentro.
No, ya. Mejor perder mis hijos.
No, Dios.
Señorita.
Do you need assistance here? No. Do you need assistance here, or do you need to tell her anything?
This is it. As long as he also has that.
So tomorrow at 8:30 with the judge, he's gonna write down the location that she will be, and it's gonna be here locally.
Yeah, it's in Daytona.
So mañana a las 8:30.
I'm gonna start writing it down.
You know, every time they get caught, you hear, oh, it's not fair. You know, what if they have kids? You know, ICE can't do this. But they were fine breaking the law until accountability showed up in black ICE vests. They were fine with them just breaking the law. And just when you think it couldn't get any uglier, you see to the left and who they really protecting. Right here, we have a judge who releases a illegal immigrant after he mutilated a woman's body. ICE has rearrested him. Yeah, this is what happens when you hand power to people who hate consequences. They let murderers walk. Just prove how woke they are, right? ICE had to go clean up the mess again, and Democrats silent. I keep saying they keep trying to paint ICE as the villain. Now they're the last line of defense, basically. They keep trying to convince us that law enforcement is the problem, but we know what the real problem is the people that they're protecting.
All right, I'm going to let me finish in a minute, but real quick, aren't you tired of getting these spam calls?
Well, that wasn't supposed to go in the outro, but hey, my fault. Same thing. Drop your comments in the chat. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.